All right, folks, the effort of Tarrant County District DA Phil Sorrells to reinstate Crystal Mason's voter fraud conviction is absolutely vindictive. Last week, Sorrells appeared before the Tarrant County Commissioner's Court defending his pursuit to re-convict Mason, who was acquitted of voting illegally by a Texas appeals court. The twist was Mason's provisional vote was never even counted. So why is Phil Sorrells wasting taxpayer time and money going after a woman from a case in 2016? Joining me now is Tarrant County Court Commissioner Roy Brooks. Roy, always glad to see you. Of course, my days covering the city council there in Fort Worth, and so definitely glad to see you. What the hell is your DA doing? This is an 8-year-old case. The woman actually went back to federal prison because when she got charged and indicted, that violated her parole. And so, is he absolutely just wasting the money, the taxpayers' money in Tarrant County pursuing this case?
He absolutely is wasting the taxpayers' money in Tarrant County pursuing this case. What he is doing is actually persecution, not prosecution. The appeals court has ruled that she did not knowingly cast a fraudulent ballot. They have discharged her conviction, have overturned her conviction, and then here comes the current DA, who was not even the DA at the time that she was charged and tried for this offense. This is years later. He comes and decides that he's going to try to appeal the overturning of her conviction.
Now, here's what I'm confused by. He stood before y'all last week and basically said the court, those judges got it wrong. They didn't do their jobs right. That's essentially what he said.
Well, he's a former judge, and he thinks he knows everything. But this was a panel of judges that overruled this conviction and set Crystal Mason free. And I don't think that this one former judge is smarter than they are. An absolute waste of time. It is partisan politics at its absolute worst. This is MAGA style partisan politics, and it just has no place in Tarrant County.
I told your fellow colleague of the commissioner that y'all should put Crystal Mason on the agenda every single meeting. And y'all should haul his ass down there and force him to face the public. I believe that y'all should also, as a commissioner, demand an audit of his office to find out how many man hours have been put in regarding this case over 8 years and how much money that has cost the taxpayer. Because this is one woman. And the crazy thing is, her own probation officer testified that she was never told by the feds that she could not vote. But he just insists on pushing forward. To me, this just makes no sense whatsoever. So how are you and the other commissioners, how are y'all going to try to get through to this DA to get him to stop this harassment of Crystal Mason?
probably the best thing that we can do is to march citizens down there every time Commissioners Court meets and take the kind of testimony from the citizens that we did this past week. There were, I don't know, pretty close to 100 people who spoke. That can happen week after week after week. Don't know that it'll do any good because we don't have a majority of the votes on the court. But it can certainly keep the issue on the public mind. It can keep it front and center in the local news. And who knows, it may have some impact.
Well, I think that should happen. They should be, look, Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price, he protested outside of Parkland Hospital damn near 20 years. I think this has to, he needs to feel that heat every single week. The public this needs to be made a major deal. And so again, I hope you and Commissioner Simmons, hope y'all put this on the agenda every single week so the other commissioners know that this harassment of this woman makes no sense. They can move on to some other cases versus trying to pursue an 8-year-old case against Crystal Mason. Commissioner Brooks, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Roland, and all things. And it's good to see you again.
Yes, sir. Thanks a bunch. All right, folks. And I said when I've been talking to some folks, when they do have this next major rally there, we'll be there broadcasting live because that is important.
Fanbase is pioneering a new era of social media for the creator economy. This next generation social media app with over 600,000 users is raising $17 million, and now is your chance to invest. For details on how to invest, visit startengine.com/fanbase or scan the QR code. Another way we're giving you the freedom to be you without limits.